we're going to want to sit down for this one. Hi everybody, it's Hope, and this video is going to be a little unusual, so I thought rather than try to address it with all of the energy and props and personality of all of the other videos that you've ever seen me make, I thought I would sit down and just talk to you about depression and online ESL teaching. So why am I doing this video? For one, I'm a depressed person. I have chronic depression. Basically, it's a thing that I will probably always have. I'm making this video because I suffer from depression and I'm an online teacher. You might be. I don't know. Why are you watching this? Why are you watching this video if you're not? But right now I'm in mostly a good place. But there are times when my depression will bottom out. I'm not there right now. And I just think that that's important to mention as we talk about this. Some of you who are watching may be in your really dark place right now. So when I think about you being in a dark place, I start to cry. I'm in communities with a lot of teachers, and I mean, I'm just going to be straight up with you. A good majority of us are depressed. I'm not saying that this work makes you depressed, but what I do want to say is that I know a lot of teachers that teach online, and they are. So let's talk about why that might be. And I'm not here to decide why you're depressed. That's not what I mean. First of all, people that work really different hours from the rest of the world, that can very often lead to depression because your body clock is different. You're at a different point in the day when people around you are in their point of the day. You know, you're starting to wind down when everyone else is gathering around to watch Game of Thrones, you know, and you can't watch it because you have to teach in the morning and you have to watch Game of Thrones the next day. And isn't that enough to make anyone depressed? As if there weren't enough problems of isolation already because you work at home. So it's a chicken and the egg thing about how we got into this isolating job. I think often the people that are in the online ESL jobs are here because they need to be. A lot of people might be doing it so that they can travel or whatnot, and we like to sell it as this is a job where you can do, follow your dreams and do the things you've always wanted to do. The truth is, a lot of us really need this, either because of our anxiety getting out of the house, or because we're taking care of someone, or because we're trying to go to school while we're doing this. I did that. Or whatever it may be. And those factors alone are enough to bring on depression. But then you add to that the hours and the isolation. And with some companies, you're so afraid that you're going to lose your job at any moment that you're even afraid to be sick, which is why you came to the company in the first place, because supposedly they had a flexible schedule. And that adds pressure. So there's a lot of reasons why people in this industry often are depressed. And I might not have touched on your reason. What I do know is that when we're in this situation, it can get worse. So what I'm here to talk to you about today is, first of all, I just want you to know that I'm acknowledging that depression is something that happens to great people. And I mean, obviously, I want you to know that I get it. Somebody gets it. And the other thing is, from my superior position in the universe, I'd like to pass on some thoughts, some tips. And I know that the internet is full of those, but these are specific to the online ESL industry. I'm going to give you just my experience, a little bit of understanding, and a little bit of maybe an idea of how to deal with online depression. Do you have online depression? Also remember, I'm not a doctor and I can't diagnose you and I can't really tell you what to do. So see your healthcare professional and take my advice with a grain of salt. Okay, number one though, this one, I mean, I'm gonna have to beat you up if you don't listen to this one. You have to keep being a human. Now, you would think that this would go without saying, but I recently saw a Facebook post for someone who worked in the online ESL industry where a woman was advising another teacher to have a trash can beside her desk in case she needed to go to the bathroom so that she could teach straight through. Let's just take a moment to think about where working in this industry has brought us. We're to the point that we're giving each other tips on how to take care of our basic bodily functions. So that's where we are. That's where we're starting from, guys. You want to know why you're depressed? My point here is that we have to preserve our humanity. Okay? Don't you dare grab that trash can and set it beside your desk. I don't want to see you with a potty trash can by your desk. Okay? If anybody comments they've got a potty trash can by their desk, I will send you an email asking you to unsubscribe from the channel. Do anything else that you have to do to avoid that. If it means that you're not going to teach one class because you're going to have a break, then do it. You have to keep being a human. So you've got to go to the bathroom. You have to eat. You have to take showers. You have to brush your teeth. You're going to have your teeth forever. So you have to brush them. Don't let this job reduce you to a trash can pooping non-human person. Take care of your basic stuff. Take care of your basic stuff. Number 2, you need to make contact. I know that people have already told you this. Probably people in your life are saying, you need to get out more. I'm not even saying that. I'm going to say that if you can't get out, whether it be for some physical restriction or something that requires you to be home, or you just can't deal with the anxiety of getting out, you still need to make contact with people. I get it that social media is not the ideal place to do that, but I just want to share with you my experience that I've had some really authentic and wonderful friendships because of social media. I have people in my life that are in my life because social media either brought us together or reunited us. So every time I see an article out there about get off of social media, I'm actually bothered by that. I'm going to say our friendship is no less real because we type or voice text or say hi to each other in a group. And you can find me on that. Now, I don't want to say too much about this because I think that my friend Richard James is going to tell us later in another video a lot more about Facebook. He's got the Facebook thing figured out, so I will leave the rest to him. There's Facebook, there's Reddit. Yes, there is a VIPKID Reddit. So if you are one of the people that says, I really hate the Facebook drama, then, Redditors are pretty cool. So you can go over to Reddit and you can find community there. Meetups, when you're at an official meetup, it's going to feel a little bit like a Kool-Aid drinker's party. And I go to those and I enjoy them. But also go to some unofficial meetups. Plan some unofficial meetups where you and just a few people that you like or some people in your city get together, and it's not, you're not going to paint a dyno. You're just going to get together and have some drinks and let off steam. You can curate those in a way that works for you. It does not have to be that you're going to a company meetup where you're increasing the pressure on yourself to perform and be that personality. We have to have human contact. We need it. Let's do number 3. Dress or don't. This is the first time I've put on a shirt in I don't know how long, okay? I had to go find this because I'm usually wearing my Magic Ears shirt and my VIPKID hoodie because, purple and orange look so great together. I want to say I'm ashamed, but I'm not. I think that once in a while, it's a good idea to look and make sure that you still have some clothes and put them on your body and see what it feels like to put on human clothes on your body. I think that's a good thing. But I do want to relieve this pressure. I hate this. Don't let anyone tell you that you're depressed because you're wearing your pajama pants all day. And I have heard that. You're not depressed because you're wearing your pajama pants all day. Those pajama pants are the one thing you've got going for you. They're the only good thing about your day. Wear your pajama pants if you want to wear your pajama pants. I do. Do what makes you feel good. But do remind yourself, ever so often, like I put on makeup and did some stuff with the hair thing today. Mostly for you guys, but it did make me feel like, you know what? I don't always look like a witch. It was helpful to me. So you don't have to dress up every day. But I think it would be a good idea if we do it once in a while, just to remind ourselves that we have this body and that we're humans, and just as a matter of remembering that. But don't let anyone take your pajama pants from you. This is number 4. Do remember there are physical humans walking around in your proximity. Think about them and realize they're out there. Venture out if you can. If you're able to, if there's no problem with you doing that, then do it. I am going to a happy hour today. This is an event where humans, after they get off work, go and meet each other to have drinks. I know, right? Anxiety intensifies. Try to go out if you can. If you can't, okay, do what you can do. Okay, number 5. In the past, speaking of happy hour, on Fridays, I would go down to my neighborhood Tex-Mex restaurant where they had all-you-can-eat nacho bar and Mexican martini happy hour. And I would do that almost every Friday. That wasn't really good for me. The nacho bar especially was not good for me. But I realized recently that I was missing that routine and that celebratory nature of it's Friday, because my whole week runs together. I work every day and I don't have any particular time that I go, it's the weekend. And what's depressing is that everybody else in the world is going, it's the weekend and you're not. Try to make a weekend. And what I mean is you don't have to take off. I am teaching tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. I am teaching and I'm doing my other work tomorrow as well. But for the first time in a long time, I am having a weekend this weekend. A recognition of a certain day or a week's worth of work completed. I have accomplished a week. Yes! I think that's worth celebrating. Try to make the days different. Try to recognize the time that's passed and give honor to that. I did this work this week. I might not get to stay out as late as everyone because I have to go to bed pretty freaking early. But I will do it. Try to make a weekend for yourself. Okay, number 6. And that one is to go easy on yourself. Let's go at it from the angle of the online ESL teacher. And what I want to tell you is that it's likely that people in your life don't understand what you're doing. They may say things like, you don't have a real job, or when do you work, or what do you do? Things that maybe they don't even mean, that make you feel like people think I don't have a real job. People don't think I'm really contributing. They don't think that the work that I do is valid or difficult. And that all feels very bad. You can let those people in on your world if you want to. You can try to educate them about what it is that you do and hold them accountable for respecting that the way that they should. You can try to do that. And I think that, if you have the energy to do that, speak up for yourself and say it and do it. You go easy on yourself regardless of how everyone around you is perceiving you or treating you. So if people in your life are treating you like you're just a housewife or a house husband, or that you don't contribute or you don't have a real job, look at the accounts. What am I doing? How much am I working? Check it out. I always think it's a good idea to check out criticism and see if it's right. But at the end of the day, you may be the only one that knows that you're doing a full load of work. You're doing all the work you can do in your situation, possibly, that you're contributing and that you're making money and that your work is valid and meaningful. You may be the only person in your life that realizes that. And if you cannot educate the people around you, then it's up to you to remind yourself. This work gives me meaning. This work allows me to take care of this family member. This work allows me to stay home with my child. This work allows me to finish my degree. This work allows me XXX, or whatever it may be. You know this. This is your thing, not everyone else's. So you get the truth of that and hold on to it and do what you got to do. You're probably doing a great job. Let's band together, like right here and now. Let's pinky promise. I'm supporting you when you need to take a break. You need some time alone from people in your house, or you need to do whatever it is you need to do, a drink, or you need to go out with your friends, whatever it is. You need to be on social media because it's your freaking lifeline. So I'm here to stand with you and validate you and pinky promise that it's okay. If they don't get it, all right. We know that we need some of these things. We know our work is valid. We know we're working hard. We know that we have needs and wants. And if no one else gets it, we get it. Okay? So let's stick together. Number 7, take your meds. I just wanted to show you guys, this is my one prop for the video, that I take a pill every day. I don't know what background the viewers of this video might come from. Maybe you come from a background where this is shameful. I don't know. It's not shameful. It's a pill that makes me want to stay on this earth. If you do have depression and you have medication, you do need to be taking that regularly. For anyone who is depressed and does not have medication, I just would encourage you to go see a doctor. Medicine does not make you a different person. It doesn't change your personality. So this is the least scientific explanation that I could probably give. Something is broken. When you get depressed, something was already broken, causing you to be depressed, or being depressed and down broke something inside your brain. Medication helps to bridge that, you know. It just helps to get that back to normal. So I have heard people that are concerned about taking medicine because they think that it will alter them, or they've heard extreme cases of someone getting worse when they take medication. Talk to your doctor about that. You know, don't sit at home and decide that medication isn't for you, because frankly, if you haven't been to medical school, you might not know. So I would just encourage anyone that is suffering from depression, take your meds. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself if you've been prescribed something. And if you're depressed, go to the doctor. You know, overall, this job is great for me. It's just that it does have some downsides. But I think that learning how to navigate the particular downsides that come with this industry are part of what make it viable for me to keep doing it. And I love it, and I want to keep doing it. So I hope that this video has somehow been helpful for you too. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.